about none other than Meghan. Well, as she likes to be called behind the scenes, Her Royal Highness Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. I pointed out, didn't I, about how her now luggage has its own emblem on.
And start a new chapter where you get that you guys fucked up. You thought you could play the media and lean in and turn a corner.
In January 2026, Victoria Beckham just had a huge year. Her Netflix documentary did amazing. Her fashion business is doing great, and her marriage to David is still strong. Now, after staying quiet for years, people say Victoria is ready to talk. They claim Meghan crossed boundaries around David, and Victoria stayed silent to protect everyone. But now she's tired of protecting Meghan while her own name gets dragged. People say the free clothes requests were only the start, and the leaks to the press story was just a cover. The real reason, they claim, was Meghan giving David attention that made everyone uncomfortable, and Victoria's silence about it may be ending. In January 2026, Victoria Beckham just had a huge year. Her Netflix documentary did amazing. Her fashion business is doing great, and her marriage to David is still strong. Now, after staying quiet for years, people say Victoria is ready to talk. They claim Meghan crossed boundaries around David, and Victoria stayed silent to protect everyone. But now she's tired of protecting Meghan while her own name gets dragged. People say the free clothes requests were only the start, and the leaks to the press.
Mona Lisa smile to her, the way that she had her hands in her pockets and things. And I thought, and we've seen this in New York recently, I thought, no, she's trying to be like Victoria Beckham. This is what she's going to do. And then for her to turn up on this latest, the slide you had before, in that white outfit.
Here's how people say it started. Before Meghan married Harry, she was a cable TV actress trying hard to move up in big social circles. And Victoria Beckham was everything Meghan wanted: famous, rich, powerful, and married to a world-famous athlete. Lizzie Cundy, who says she knew Meghan back then, claimed Meghan got extremely excited when she saw Victoria at an event and acted very When Harry started dating Meghan, the Beckhams were supportive. They went to the 2018 wedding, and Victoria reportedly helped Meghan with fashion and beauty advice. They even let Meghan stay at their home in Beverly Hills during a trip. Here's how people say it started. Before Meghan married Harry, she was a cable TV actress trying hard to move up in big social circles. And Victoria Beckham was everything Meghan wanted: famous, rich, powerful, and married to a world-famous athlete. Lizzie Cundy, who says she knew Meghan back then, claimed Meghan got extremely excited when she saw Victoria at an event and acted very When Harry started dating Meghan, the Beckhams were supportive.
I just talked about this one in another video, but this is the Larry King interview where she gets mad when the attention's not on her. Larry dared ask her co-star there a question and not her, and she got upset and clenched her jaw. Just watch her face when the attention isn't fully on her. It drops. She gets mad. She doesn't like it when somebody else is talking.
Victoria was said to be generous with her time, advice, and connections. But people claim Meghan took more than she gave back. Royal writer Tom Bower claimed Meghan asked Victoria for free clothes and handbags not borrowed, but free from Victoria's brand. The story says the palace had to step in and say no because it broke royal rules. People say this showed Meghan saw the friendship like a deal, something to use, not something to value. Victoria was said to be generous with her time, advice, and connections. But people claim Meghan took more than she gave back. Royal writer Tom Bower claimed Meghan asked Victoria for free clothes and handbags not borrowed, but free from Victoria's brand. The story says the palace had to step in and say no because it broke royal rules. People say this showed Meghan saw the friendship like a deal.
In any case, learning from Victoria Beckham on how to do things properly, how to follow advice, how to be disciplined.
Tom Bower later said Meghan took them for a ride, meaning she got benefits from the friendship and then tossed it aside. But people say the bigger problem came in October 2018, during the Invictus Games in Sydney. Harry invited David Beckham to come all the way to Australia, and David reportedly did. But then, according to Bower's book, Harry didn't meet with him, and photos together were not allowed. Sources claim Meghan didn't want the Beckhams getting attention because their fame made her feel insecure. Here's how people say it started. Before Meghan married Harry, She was a cable TV actress trying hard to move up in big social circles. And Victoria Beckham was everything Meghan wanted: famous, rich, powerful, and married to a world-famous athlete. Lizzie Cundy, who says she knew Meghan back then, claimed Meghan got extremely excited when she saw Victoria at an event and acted very When Harry started dating Meghan, the Beckhams were supportive. They went to the 2018 wedding, and Victoria reportedly helped Meghan with fashion and beauty advice.
I have a show on Netflix that hasn't done so well. So then I thought, what could I do to put myself on the map as the star of Netflix and take down Victoria Beckham? I can pose.
But now, insiders whisper that wasn't the real reason. They claim Meghan's behavior around David had been making Victoria uncomfortable. They say Meghan looked at him a certain way, tried to stay close to him, and made comments that felt more flirty than friendly. In Sydney, Victoria allegedly told Harry it wasn't okay. Harry supposedly sided with Meghan, and that's when the friendship died. After that, Harry reportedly accused David and Victoria of leaking stories to the press. And sources say David was furious because he believed the claim was false.
The Markles have fallen out with the Beckhams, by all accounts. All about, and the reason so allegedly is that they think, i.e. Harry and Meghan, that the Beckhams were leaking stories about them, which has supposedly sent David Beckham into a bit of a tizwas because he's angry about that.
Later, people claimed the leak actually came from a salon worker, not Victoria. But by then, the damage was already done. And royal experts now say that the leak accusation may have been a safe excuse to end the friendship without saying the real reason. The idea is, if Victoria said publicly what she felt Meghan was doing, around David, it would have caused a massive scandal. So Victoria stayed quiet, even if it made her look like the bad guy. But now people claim she's done staying quiet.
Why don't you like her?
I just threw up a little in my mouth.
What?
Let me count the ways. There's nothing I like about her.
Do you know her?
No, but she is a malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself while she simultaneously plays the victim.
This is a classic tactic. By portraying herself as a victim, Meghan manipulates public perception, diverting attention from her privileged position.
To be clear, the story being told by these sources is not that there was an affair or anything physical. They claim it was a pattern. Meghan finding reasons to be near David, touching his arm too long, complimenting him too much, laughing too hard, and placing herself next to him in photos. Any one thing could look innocent, but they say the repeated pattern is what made Victoria uncomfortable.
He said that Meghan Markle knew exactly what she was doing when she married into the royal family, and that she doesn't get to turn around and complain about all the problems with the royal family that everyone knew the royal family already had. He said that it comes across as manipulative, and he thinks that Meghan Markle married into the royal family on purpose so she could have all these complaints. However, Brian Cox doesn't like the royal family himself.
Insiders claim Victoria believed Meghan knew exactly what she was doing. They say it wasn't social awkwardness. It was planned attention to test limits. Victoria allegedly called it out privately, telling Harry it wasn't appropriate for a friendship or for someone joining the royal family. Harry reportedly didn't want to hear it. Meghan denied it, and the Beckhams ended up labeled as leakers who betrayed the
She is maligning her own family. She's also maligning her husband's family.
And that's how you know that Meghan Markle is a manipulator and narcissist, because she wants to keep everybody away from her husband so she can keep him isolated and controlled, not because she wants to keep bad family away from them.
Some royal commentators think this was also about status. Tom Bauer has said Meghan's world is about fame and ranking. The theory is that Meghan felt being royal made her above Victoria socially. But the Beckhams have bigger wealth, bigger fame, and a strong public image. And people say Victoria had something Meghan wanted most: David's loyalty to her.
There is a weird pause of discomfort. You do not have to be a profiler or anything to see this. You'll feel it.
I'd now found the love of my life, and I now have the opportunity to start a family with her.
When he says opportunity to start a family with her, his blink rate, which is how often we blink, it's a measurement of stress, goes through the roof.
David Beckham is known for staying married to Victoria for decades, even with constant rumors and pressure. These insiders claim Meghan wanted to test that loyalty not because she wanted David, but because she wanted to prove she could pull attention away from Victoria and feel powerful.
We've had Samantha Markle on the channel 3 times, Meghan's sister, and she is quite well versed in psychotherapy and psychiatry. She's got a background in it, and she has classified Meghan Markle as a malignant narcissist. What does that mean?
Some sources say this fits a bigger pattern. Meghan looking for validation through male attention, even when it makes people uncomfortable. They claim Victoria recognized that pattern fast and shut it down before it got worse. And they say David was not just angry, he was hurt because he supported Harry and his charity work. And things ended with accusations and broken trust. But, according to this story, David couldn't say the real reason publicly without exposing Victoria's discomfort and creating a bigger scandal.